Midnight escape. The following story happened to college student Heather at the age of 18 in winter 2012. During my college years, I attended a school 5 hours away from home. No matter the day of the week, traffic always became unbearable as I got closer to home. To avoid this, I often drove back during breaks at night, turning a 4 to 5 hour drive into a 3-hour one. At the start of winter break, my friends had all left for home on the same day. I decided to wait until later in the night to avoid traffic. I used to drive a beaten-up Mazda 3, and I was notorious for pushing the gas tank to near empty consistently. People often commented on it, but I assured them the car had at least 30 miles to go even after the needle hit E. One night, about an hour into my drive on the interstate, the needle was on E, and I was hoping to spot a gas station sign rather than checking the map. The car started making weird sounds and jerking, and it hit me that I might have actually run out of gas. I took the first exit ramp in the hope of finding a gas station, but it was a dark exit with no streetlights, surrounded by woods. Panicking, I blew through a stop sign at the end of the ramp and made a sharp turn onto another dark road. The car eventually came to a stop and the engine died. To make matters worse, I realized I had no phone signal. T-Mobile's reception was notorious, especially far from a major city. I tried calling 911, naively thinking it worked without reception. Of course, it didn't. I turned on my hazard lights and waited for someone to pass. It felt like an eternity before headlights approached. I flashed my lights at the car, and it pulled up on the grass behind me. I was an 18-year-old girl, alone and scared. As a bald guy with glasses approached my car, I cracked the window just enough to talk. I explained my situation, and he offered to give me a ride to the nearest gas station. He seemed trustworthy, so reluctantly, I accepted. As we drove, he made small talk, asking where I was from. The route was devoid of buildings, surrounded only by woods. When I asked about gas stations, he assured me there was one up ahead. However, I began hearing strange noises from the back of the vehicle, like thumping and bumping. At first, I thought it might be bumps in the road or a loose object in the trunk. We finally reached a town area with lights, a diner, and a few houses. At the first intersection with a red light, there was an eerie silence, broken by unmistakable screams from the trunk, followed by thumps and bangs. I looked at the man, who looked back at me. Without thinking, I unbuckled, opened the door, and ran. He tried to grab me, but failed. He closed his passenger side door and sped away. I rushed into the diner, making a scene and using their phone to call 911. The police arrived. They took every detail about the man's car, appearance, and where he picked me up. They even gave me a ride back to my car. I shivered at the thought of what could have happened. The ride home was filled with anxiety. I hope whoever was in the trunk is safe today. For all I know, I may have narrowly escaped a dangerous situation that night. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell for more content. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and catch you in the next one.